A lead single sets the tone for the album and is usually the most successful from the project, but sometimes it doesn't perform as expected. In this video, we look at 8 lead singles that flopped. Run the World Girls by Beyonce. In 2011, Beyonce dropped Run the World Girls as the lead single from her 4th studio album, 4. It was supposed to be the anthem for female empowerment. The anticipation was sky high, with fans expecting nothing less than chart domination. She was coming off her last album, I Am Sasha Fierce, which was chock full of hits. The song only peaked at number 29 on the Hot 100 and only spent 13 weeks on the chart. It was released with a high-budget music video, so its performance was disappointing. It may not have been a chart-topping juggernaut, but it had a lasting cultural impact. Her performance of the song on the American Music Awards was amazing. Russian Roulette by Rihanna. In 2009, Rihanna released Russian Roulette as the lead single from her 4th studio album, Rated R. It peaked at number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100, which wasn't that bad, but it made it her least successful lead single at the time. She was coming off Good Girl Gone Bad, whose lead single was the 8 times platinum song Umbrella. It was also followed by huge hits like Hard and Rude Boy, and compared to them, it did not perform well. It still only has 163 million streams on Spotify. The song received critical acclaim for its mature and introspective themes, but it did not appeal to fans. Me Against the Music by Britney Spears and Madonna. In 2003, Britney joined forces with the Queen of Pop, Madonna, for the release of Me Against the Music as the lead single from her 4th studio album, In the Zone. The anticipation was electric as the two pop powerhouses came together. It was a transition from Britney's earlier bubblegum pop image to a more mature persona. It only peaked at number 35 on the Hot 100 and spent 13 weeks on the chart before falling off. It also had a well-produced music video, so its performance on the charts was disappointing. It did not do that bad, but it did not dominate the charts as expected, so it's considered a flop. It's Like That by Mariah Carey. In 2005, Mariah Carey emerged with It's Like That as the lead single from her 10th studio album, The Emancipation of Mimi. It ended up becoming her most successful album in a while. The song faced unexpected challenges on the charts, as it did not ascend as quickly as many had expected. It only peaked at number 20 on the Billboard Hot 100. The next singles from the album, We Belong Together and Shake It Off, both reached number 1 on the Hot 100, with We Belong Together ending the 2000s as the biggest song of the decade. So compared to them, the song's chart performance was disappointing. It played a pivotal role in Mariah's comeback, showcasing her ability to redefine her sound. Pills and Potions by Nicki Minaj. In 2014, Nicki released Pills and Potions as the lead single from her 3rd studio album, The Pink Print. The song marked a departure from her usual high-energy tracks, delving into a more emotional space. It did not climb the charts as quickly as some of her other hits, as it wasn't the traditional mode of a chart-topping hit. It only peaked at number 29 on the Billboard Hot 100. Her album before that was Pink Friday Roman Reloaded, whose lead single Starships peaked at number 5 on the Hot 100. Sometimes a song's success is not measured by chart performance, but the connection it forms with the listeners. Lights Up by Harry Styles. In 2019, Harry surprised his fans with the release of Lights Up as the lead single from his 2nd solo album, Fine Line. It only peaked at number 17 on the Billboard Hot 100, spending just 5 weeks on the chart. It was followed by huge singles like Adore You and Watermelon Sugar, so it served as a precursor to the real hits from the album. It has done well since its debut though, now accumulating 670 million streams on Spotify. Down by Fifth Harmony. Released in June 2017, it served as a lead single from the group's 3rd studio album, Fifth Harmony. It was released after Fifth Harmony became 4, when Camila Cabello left to pursue her solo career. It was not a smooth breakup. It only peaked at number 42 on the Hot 100 and spent 10 weeks on the chart. The song did not reach the same commercial success as some of their previous hits. They were coming off their 2nd studio album, whose lead single was the huge hit Work From Home. Their self-titled album ended up becoming their last, as each of them went on to pursue a solo career. Green Lights by Lorde. It was released in March 2017 as the lead single from Lord's second studio album, Melodrama. The album is considered as a masterpiece and one of the best of the 2010s. The lead single peaked at number 9 on the Hot 100 and spent just 9 weeks on the chart. It was not that bad, but compared to her last lead single, Royals, which spent 9 weeks on number 1, it underperformed. It's a great song, but it did not perform as expected on the charts. It is considered as one of her best songs though. What are some other lead singles that flopped? Tell me in the comments below.